Welcome to the Middleware Tech YouTube channel. In this series, you'll learn about HQL. Code examples used in the videos will be available on GitHub. Let's get started.
Know about HQL still now. First point is that HQL is used in Hibernate. So to implement our application as database independent. So you can write here that using HQL we make our application project become DB independent. So using HQL application become database independent, that we all talked about. Why? Because HQL is a Java object. HQL is a Java object. So already, if I'm going to write select star from table, I'm using HQL. What we'll write? We'll write from employee. So when you talk about from employee, this employee is not a table name, it's a class. So it's pointing to Java object. This is how the HQL look like. Right? Okay. Now number 3. HQL is a Java object. Fine. Now, what you know still now about HQL, right? So this we talked about now. So and now we have to know some more input about HQL. We have done one example last day. Now we have to do. We need some more details about HQL, right? So how to move with the next detail? Now let's see. I'm just giving you some of those question like if we want to select multiple records from the table, if we want to select multiple record from table using Hibernate, so what is the solution? Can I do it without HQL using Hibernate? No. If I want to select multiple record from table using Hibernate, then I must have to use HQL. No alternative. Fine. Second scenario, if you want to join two tables and get the result, that means if we want to join two tables and get the result, and get the result. So can I do it without HQL in Hibernate? No, you must have to use HQL. No other solution. I'm just saying the scenario where HQL is mandatory if you're going to use Hibernate. Right? Third scenario. If we want to perform aggregation function, check the spelling. Aggregation function like average, max, mean, AVG, something like that, max, min. And implement this aggregation function using Hibernate, then I must have to use solution HQL. So if I want to do some advanced operations using Hibernate, right? Then I have to go for HQL, right? That is the requirement. Why I need HQL? Yes, using HQL application become database independent. Fine, fine, right? HQL is a Java object, is fine, but the scenario when I have to use HQL in our application, right? And HQL is it's an object oriented query language provided by Hibernate, Java based. It's very similar to SQL, except that we use class name instead of the table name, and attribute of class instead of the columns of a table. That make it more close to object-oriented programming. Because when you're writing update table name set empid equal to something, so update table name is a class name, right? And set empid equal to something, that empid is a Java variable name. So on the query, whatever you're going to use, that is a class name and the Java instance variable name. So let's understand using some example. I think it's much more better if you do write some example. Okay, so first do some select using HQL. Implement some select using HQL. So on the one side we'll implement and execute also. So select, we have done it last day. Remember, query q equal to session dot get query. Use this one, right? And here you are going to use that HQL. If I'm going to write the HQL here, you can also write string HQL equal to from right from EMP. If you write like this, okay, or you can directly write here also. You can write directly from EMP is a class, right? So what the value will come? That we can take inside a list equal to, tell me, q dot list, and that list also you can directly print, or using iterator you're going to retrieve system dot out dot println and write list, right? So yes, it's okay, right? We have done it last time, right? Select like this, we have done it last time. Now this is the thing, basic structure of HQL you have done. Now the thing is that if I wanted to select based on condition, then if I want to select based on some condition using HQL, then how I'll write, right? Based on some condition, then same thing, query q equal to session dot create query q query, right? Now I have to implement the HQL based on some condition. So right here from EMP where same SQL only, where EMP ID, you can write some syntax greater than EID, and writes this type of condition, right? So we can do it. So this EID is an user input. So when you take an user input, you know the concept of bind variable, like that you have to use it using colon, right? So the user input will come inside this variable, right? And using that you want to fire like q dot with that attribute parameter. And here you have to pass both. What is the value of EID? The value of EID is 2 or 3, whatever it is. Right? So the thing is that, see here, this is a simple HQL you have written. This is simply HQL statement. Now here, this EMP-ID is Java instance variable, not table column. This EMP is a Java class, not table. Right? And based on that, you're going to get the result, and that result you can get inside a list, same like earlier. List equal to Q dot list method. That's it. Like this. Right? So this is the select, right? Select based on condition. Now this is what greater than EMP ID. Similarly, you can use less than employee ID, right? Or we can say that greater than, less than, or equal to, like this you can imply, right? So this is the select part, right? Now if I want to implement some update, I want to do some update, then I will do it. Okay, let's implement it first. I think one side we'll write it here and implement, then we'll move one by one. Let's implement it first. Close all. Let's create another one project. Copy. Hibernate demo 11, right? So Hibernate demo 12. Right click, paste. Hibernate demo 12. Okay. And if you want to do the same things, you can do with the help of order table that you have done last time, as you wish. I'm not using order item. Okay. I'm using only order table. So order table have these instance variables. Order 1 order item. Okay. The order table mapping is also there. Fine. So using this order table, we want to do this examples of HQL, right? And here I'm inserting one order details, and when saved, and after that I wanted to, this is one session is going to save it. So let's see it is working or not first. Right click, run as save application. Yes, it is inserting the values. So where is this for those values? So using one session, we have inserted the values, and another one session I want to select those values. Okay, Control C, Control V. So take one session 1, transaction 1. I want to select those values and using other session. Okay, so delete. So how to select? This is the copy, paste, list, already list. Now this query is an object of queue, right? Where is the query? You have not created query. So from where it is query. Okay, take this query of Hibernate API. Delete. So we'll take this query as a part of Hibernate API, so we can use it as this. list. Okay. So let me check. It should work. We have created a new session, transaction. So from the new session, I'm going to fire select stuff from order, right? Order 11. Sorry, order. Because what is your Java class name? Is order? Yes. I'm using HQL order. Just printing the list, and I'm closing the transaction. That's it. Let me check it's working or not. It is working fine, right? First time it is created. Okay. Now next you're going to select the details from the database. It is coming, but it is printing the hash code. Why? Because you have not implemented the toString. That's why it is showing the hash code. So please implement the toString inside order class. Source toString using fields. Select OK. So now implement once again. Java application. So it's, we can see the ordered object, right? You can see the ordered object, right? It's coming, working fine, right? Now what we want is that I want to insert minimum 2 order so that I can implement some condition. So this is the first order object, Control C, and I want to implement 2 order, minimum 2 order. First order object, Control V, another order object, order 1. So make it 101 and make it this one. This order is for books and quantity is 200. And here we have to use WD1. Save it. Okay, so run as Java application. Now if you see here, I have inserted 2 objects, right? And here when I see the output, when I see this output using a separate session from order using HQL. See, this is using HQL, right? And you can see both the object came, order object came, right? Now this is the first one. Now I want to use the HQL using condition. I want to use the HQL using condition. Fine. And use the HQL using condition. That is this one. Just now you have done. So just see this. It's working or not. Control V. Okay. So query queue equal to session.create query from order. From order. The order is a Java class. Actual table name is. See what is the table name? Table name is order 11. Right? It's a Java class. Because HQL will take your Java class. Fine. So from order where order ID greater than some value. Let's see OID. So what is that OID value? OID greater than OID. That means it is greater than OID, right? So 1010. Let's take it 1010. So for greater than 1010, we have only one order ID. That is 1011. So only one record should come, right? So let's see it is coming or not. Only one record should come. So after that, you should print the list. Control C, Control V. Only one record should come. So right click, run as Java application. Just see here, only one record is coming. Right? Right? So we can implement one condition like this, and only one record we got. See? Right? Okay. Now this is the select part. We're talking about this is select part. So select part is done. This is select part. Select. Right? Okay. Okay. Select part is done. Now we'll talk about update part. I want to update one record using HQL. using HQL, I wanted to update one record, right? So how I'll do it, right? So write one query, Q, here a query, Q equal to session dot create query, and here you write the HQL, right? So what should be the HQL? We'll write here, right? HQL will be like update order, fine. Set order ID, update order, set order ID equal to, this order ID is an instance variable, fine. Set order ID equal to some input, sorry, set, I'm going to change the order name, order name equal to some value that will take like oname, right? So set order name equal to something where order ID, the Java object equal to, tell me, colon OID, that's it. So update order, set order name equal to oname, where order ID equal to this, right? So we're going to update this, and after updating I want to print. So when updation is done, that means what? I have to pass this parameter and this parameter, right? So how to pass this two parameter? Make q dot set parameter. First parameter is oname. What name I wanted to change? So assume here the name is book for order ID 1011. So I want to change this book to some other value, order name. So I want to change the order name as laptop. Fine. So I want to change the order name. This for the order ID, for order ID 1011. So we have to pass that 1011 q dot set parameter, right? OID, order ID. This is the ID, right? OID I'm going to pass, right? The value, already the predefined value, that is 1011. That's it, done. Right, so this is using HQL. I can pass the parameters. If you see, it is same like a SQL only. Just only one thing we have to check, that the things that I'm writing, that should be Java class and Java instance variable, right? So you can write here q dot execute update with the value, and after updating I can get the details. After updating I want to see the details, yes, it's updated or not, right? Then again fire this one just to check the details in the console. Okay, I'm talking about update now. So from order, see whether it gets updated or not. Okay, so this one we'll call before, we'll see the current value. After updation we'll see the updated value. Fine. So let's see it is working or not. So talking about update. HQL. So I think you can see it how we're doing it. We'll do it backspace. So query queue equal to session dot order. So same query you can use. Same query you can use. Here you have already used list. Now you can use your list one and list one. So what I'm doing is that initially you'll see the current value. After updation, I want to see the updated value using HQL, right? So right click, run as Java application. So just see here, check it is working or not. First, this is my first value. It is coming order name as electronics and book. Then we have done the updation, and after updation we see the value as electronics and book. So it is not yet updated. Why it is not updated? Make it 15. Right click, run as Java application. I'll suggest to you also to do on the other side. If you see here, earlier value was electronics book. Earlier value was book for 1011. After updation for 1011 order ID becomes laptop. Right? Right. So it's updated. Find some new message. Okay. So if you see here, it gets updated. Earlier value was book, order name for order ID 1011. Now after firing this HQL statement, we find order name is laptop for order ID 1011. Done, right? Okay. 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 So next, so update is done. This is how we'll do the update. Next one we'll do the delete. I'm following all the code. Next one we'll do the delete. So the same thing, how we'll do the delete, like query queue equal to session dot create query, and same SQL delete from table name where order ID equal to colon OID. I want to delete one ID, right? That's it. Right. So query queue equal to session dot create query, delete from order where order ID equal to colon OID. So we can use like queue dot parameter make it OID. What is the value of OID? Which one I want to delete? Which attribute I want to delete? I want to delete the attribute. Its value is 1011. I want to delete the row where order ID is 1011. Right? So use where 1011. Fine. Sorry, or 1010. 1010 I want to delete. Right? Okay. So then after that, queue.execute update. Execute update. Done. That's it. So the same like this. First, I wanted to see the current value. Fine. First, I want to see the current value. Okay. And after that, after delete, I want to see the. Let's see this. Copy. And we'll come here and let's disable these lines now. Control V. Right. So first I want to see the initial value. What is the total number of rows available inside the order table? And then I have deleted one of the rows based on the order ID 1011. And after that, I want to see the current details. Right. So let's see it's working or not. So I can see the current. We have total 2 rows available inside the list. I have deletion is done. Now I want to see the current record. Select star from order 11. Only one record is there. Let's see here. So earlier we had 2 objects. After delete, only have only 1 object. Right. And this delete is working with the HQL. Correct. Now it will not work. It will not work if you use the table name order. Here select star delete from order 11. So I wanted to use order 11 O small letter. O small letter. So see here, what I want to mean is that this is a table name I have used here, not class name. Let's see it is working or not. Let's see it is working or not. I have used table name. Let's see it is working or not. Right click, run as Java application. So just now I told you it will not work. Why? Because order 11 is a table name. It is not a Java class. That's why it is not working. You always take the Java class, right? That means order, right? So it is done. Delete part. Fine. Okay. Anyone have any queries you can add? Okay. Now next we'll move with the insert. Next we'll move with insert using HQL. Insert using HQL. Now I want to say that this insert is slightly different from our traditional SQL. So in traditional SQL, what we'll do is that we'll write insert into table name values, right? But in case of Hibernate, you cannot directly insert the details inside the table. You cannot write insert into table name values. You cannot write like this in HQL. So how I'll create, how I'll do it, right? So we can write here that HQL insert cannot be used to insert record directly. Not insert record directly using this. So how I'll do the insert? So we can insert records inside a table retrieving from another entity. So we can insert inside a table retrieved from another entity. That's it. We cannot directly insert the value inside one single table. Getting the values from other table, I can insert inside another table. It is like this. Okay. So let's see how we can do it then. Right? How we can do it. So in that case, assume I have one table already, right? Its name is order. And this order table already we have minimum 2 rows. If you execute this statement, let's disable this. So assume these are the 2 rows, right? All the things are disabled. So it will create minimum, save it. Right click, run as Java application. I'll suggest everyone you can do it in your system also. So 2 rows inserted. So in the order table you can see 2 rows is there. See here 2 rows is there. Fine. What I want to do insert. So insert inside a table using HQL. So how I'll insert? Here I have 2 rows. Okay. So if I want to insert another row, then I have to take the rows from other table. Okay. So my table name is order. Table name order, and that have already 2 rows. Right. Now what I want to do, I have another table name. The name of the table is order item or order backup. Name of the table. Okay. So what I want to insert to in this table. So just the lab is like this. I want to create another table called order backup, and I want to insert rows in this table. How I'll insert? Taking the rows from another table, I have to insert. Not directly. I cannot write insert in table name values order backup. No. If I want to insert any value inside this order backup table, I have to get the record from another table. The value that is already there. So taking the value from another table, I have to insert inside this table. So how I'll do it? Right? So first what I have to do then? First you have to create this order backup table. Right? Then I have to get the record from here to here. Right? So first step, what I have to do? First step, what I have to do? Create order backup table. Right? So first you have to create order backup table. Next step 2, what I have to do? Next step 2, it required that HQL statement. So what is the HQL statement for uh, insert? Right. So what should the insert? Insert statement will be like insert into which table I'm going to insert? Order backup table. Order backup. Now this order backup table is a Java class, right? Java class, right? So we can write here same spelling. It's a class. It's pointing to the class. Order backup. So insert into order backup. So assume in the order backup table also we have the same column. Order table we have the order column name, order ID, right? order name, right? Then another column name, order quantity. So same column, assume the same column is available in the order backup table also. Okay, then only I can insert. So insert into order backup. How? Selecting the value from the order table. So after this, you have to write this select order ID, comma, order name, then order quantity. So select order ID, order name, order quantity. From which table? Order table. That's it. That's it. So you have to use like this, right? You have to get the details from the order table. You have to get the details from the order table. We have to get the details from the order table. You have to get the details from the order table, and you have to put inside the order backup table. This is how you have to do the insert, right? So let's implement it. Let's implement it inside the code, right? So let's start with this. Let's start with this update part. See, we have done select. We have done update, delete. So let's start with the select part. So what we'll do here, right here, insert. Correct. Okay. So as you find, the first step is that we have to create this order backup table. You have to create this order backup table. So create it, order backup table first. Close all. So right click, new class. Class name is order backup. Finished. So these are the instance variable. Copy. Paste. Same instance variable in the order table and order backup table. Okay. And right click, source, generate iteration setters, select all, and OK. And right click, source, generate constructor using field, deselect all. OK. So it is done. Clear? So ordered backup table is done. Now you have to make it as an entity, right? It's a separate table. Entity. Okay. So now this should be mapped in your configuration file also. So mapping class equal to pp dot ordered backup, right? So should table should created. Now you have to execute the statement, right? I'm going to insert the value, taking the value from order table. Then what should be the SQL query? Same like this, just now you have written. Insert into order backup, select this from order, Control V, but it will not work because I have to put it inside query queue equal to session dot create query, and this query should be this one. Right, so it is done. And then what do I have to do? Q dot execute update. That means the value that is available in the order table, that should come inside an order backup table. That is the requirement, right? Okay, so it is done. So just see here, the value that is available in the order table, order 11 is this, and this value should come inside the order backup table. So order backup table, order backup, no value still now. So let's execute, then only the value will come, right? Okay, so let's execute it. Java application. So it's giving some error that order backup is not mapped. Order backup is not mapped, but it is not, it's mapped, right? Order backup, okay, use small letter. So could not load the request, class not found exception. Okay, order backup. Okay, order backup use capital letter. So order backup use should be capital letter. And when you're writing here in the client, this order backup use should be capital letter. Other things are same as it is. So let's see whether the value came inside order backup or not from the order table. Select star from order backup. Yes, if you see here, whatever the value is there inside an order table, those values came inside the order backup table, right? The value that was inside order table, that came inside order backup table, right? So it's working fine. That insert. right? So this is the that 4 operations that we should know. Insert, update, delete, and select using HQL. Right?
Hi Amit,
Right? Yeah. Yes. Tell me.
this is Rahul here. Actually, if I want to insert in order table itself,
Then I have to take that value from some other table.
again you need to
Again,
do.
so that value should be there inside other table. You cannot directly insert. That is the process how we will implement insert in Hibernate. That you have to follow the approach.
Oh, thanks.
So right now here whatever we have done is that all the crude operations how we can implement using Hibernate, right? Except this we can implement some aggregator queries also, right? We can implement some aggregate functions, count, start, average, max, mean, this type of functions also we can implement, right? So HQL supports object-oriented. So we have done some basics CRUD operations. So except that we can, if you want to go to some advanced concept in the sense we are using Java. So in Java is an object-oriented programming language, right? So HQL is written using Java. So HQL also supports all the object OOPS concept, right? So HQL supports all the OOPS concept features like inheritance, polymorphism, associations, using which you can perform some complex queries, right? HQL also support DDL operations like that we have already done, right? Okay. HQL can be used to perform some bulk operations like selecting all the records from a table or updating all the records from the table, right? Okay, so this is the things, okay. Now we have another concept on HQL is there that is called its name is pagination. There is one concept of pagination in HQL. So let's talk about some things on pagination, then we'll move with the next part. Talked about something on pagination in HQL. Pagination in HQL. So what is this pagination? Pagination is saying that let's see in a particular table, let's say order table. Okay, order table. I have total 20 rows. Okay, now if I'm using select star from table name, then all the 20 rows I can see at a time, right? But what I want is that, so if I write here, if I write HQL from order, I write like this, then I can see all the records that is available inside the order table, right? Now what is the expectation is that what is pagination? Pagination is saying that I wanted to see the records that is starting from 10th ending to 20. These records I want to see only, right? Starting index is 10 and end index is 20. So I want to see the records in this index, right? Or the start index is 15 and end index is 20. And to see the records in this index, right? So how I'll see it, right? So I don't want to pull up all the records at the same time. I want to get step by step. Okay, so that in each iteration I want to, or it is like that in each iteration I wanted to see 5 records. First iteration 5 records, second iteration 5 record, third iteration 5 record, like this. So if I wanted to see all the records like this, then that concept is called pagination. If I write from order, I'll segregate all the 20 records. But I don't want like this. In the first step, I want to see 5 records. In the second step, I want to see 5 records. Third step, I want to see 5 records. And fourth step, I want to see 5 records. Step by step, I want to see all the records. How I'll implement this? This concept is called pagination, and that we can implement with the help of HQL. Using HQL, we can implement this because HQL supports some of the function. Its name is set first result and set max result. Two method is there. Using that, we can implement this. Like if you write, how you write query q equal to session dot create query. This is how we write, right? From order. This is how we'll implement, right? Query q equal to session dot create query from order. Right now I want to implement. Now after this, what we'll do? So eq dot tell me list. So what we have done here, we need to select all the records. Q dot list to get all the elements that I'm talking about here. You're writing Q dot list, so you'll get all the element, and that you can take inside a value list lst equal to this, and got the record. Now we can implement pagination. To implement paginations, it is providing two inbuilt function. Q dot. Now what I want, I have total 20 records, and I wanted to select the records from the 9th one to end. From the 9th record, I want to see till end. So first result, right? So now if you write here, set function is there. Set first result. Set first result means which location, which row you want to see first. 9th one. And from 9th position, I want to see next 4 record. So q dot set max result next 4 record from 9th position. That's it. Then you can see the details. Let's say I want to execute one example, then you can see how it is coming. So here in this example, let's insert minimum 5 record, and then I can see, right? In the order table. Order table, we have only 2 record, right? 1011, 1012. Let's another 3 records we should insert. Let's word a 2. Word 2. Right? Let's see, its number is 1012, and this is it. Mobile quantity this much. Fine. First, second, third, fourth one. Fourth row I want to insert order 4, order 3, object, word 3, word 3, word 3. Now see the corresponding ID is 1012, and this is 1013, and the name is like it here. Quantity is this much that I wanted to insert. 3. Fine. And next, Control C and Control V. Next object, assume it is order 4. And here you're going to use the ID as 1014. Okay. And the name of the object, assume shirt. And here number 4, this much. And then I'm going to save WRD4. Done. Right. So total 5 object I'm going to insert, and this 5 object I want to select also. So let's see first. Let's see it is working or not. Right. And then I'll come into that pagination part. So right click, run as Java application. Now if you see here, all the 5 objects visible, 10, 10, 1011, 1012, 1013, 1014, right? Right? All the 5 objects visible, right? Okay. Now what I want to implement this pagination, and here I want that from the third location, I wanted to shoot two record, right? From the third location, I want to see maximum 2 record, right? So that's why I've used here set first result equal to 3 and set max result equal to 2. So let's see it is working or not. So let's implement this. Control V, query Q equal to, so session I think already have talked about, right? So slash start slash, so change to set first result is 3, Q dot set max results equal to 2. Right click. So after that I have to print the list. System.out.println and list is LST. That's it. Now if you see here, so see here order number 1013 and 1014 is showing. That is the from the third result I've selected, and the only two record from the third result, right? Or you can make it from the second result and 3 record. That also you can see here. Right click, run as Java application. So from the second result, 3 record, 1012, 1013, 1014. That's it. Right. So like this, using HQL, we can implement pagination that will help to retrieve a number of rows in each and every iteration. Right. Right. So this is the things, you know. Right. Okay. This is about Hibernate is a pagination, right? So this is HQL pagination. So these are some of the things on HQL that we talked about, right? Okay. But HQL has some limitation also. So whatever things you have done, HQL is fine, but it has also some limitation, like some of the complex select in the UI layer. We cannot implement using HQL. So that limitation is resolved with the help of some of the other things like query criteria is there. So we have the criteria API. So criteria API will help to provide some of the inbuilt function that will help to retrieve the details very well from okay. So it is program criteria API will define some inbuilt function, to retrieve the details in the UI layer with the help of HQL, with the help of criteria API. So the HQL, whatever you have done, it's fine. It's working well. But the limitation with HQL is that some of the complex select operations, if you want to do with the help of HQL, then you have to write the complete statement. So that is being resolved, upgraded with the help of criteria API. So in the next session, we will talk about criteria API, how criteria API resolve the limitation of HQL.